After years of dreaming, it was time to make a wish come true. Together with Martijn, I traveled to likely the darkest and clearest skies of entire Europe, La Palma. We have been preparing for this trip of a lifetime for months now. We bought and packed the right gear, knew the locations and had a good idea of the compositions we were looking for and the techniques we would need. We were so ready for this. Let the adventure begin. Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. Today I am with Martijn and we are at what might be the darkest place or astrophotography heaven of Europe. La Palma, of course, you have seen the telescopes, you have seen the intro rolling. We have just scouted out this area where all the telescopes are. It looks really good. We already have about 5 compositions and we didn't even plan on shooting here tonight, but maybe we will. Let's go scout this whole island and see what the coming 3 days bring, I think.
Let's go.
Indeed, let's go. After checking out the telescopes, we decide to scout the spectacular trails around the volcanic ridgeline. So we've just arrived at the highest point of La Palma. It's a sort of volcanic ridge. You can walk pretty much around it. And we are looking at a large cloud inversion. And that is the advantage of astrophotography on this island. As you can see, there are a lot of clouds, but here at 2400 meters, a lot of the times the clouds remain in the valley, as we have now with this cloud inversion. And it means the capital city of La Palma is there, Santa Cruz it's called, I think. And the light which comes from there will be blocked by those clouds. So,
Oh man.
And this view, man. Oh. This is going to be a good night. So we have now been walking here on this volcanic mountain ridge, the caldera, for about half an hour, 45 minutes. And it's a bit overwhelming, I have to say, in a positive way. There are so many compositions possible here. I've spotted a beautiful selfie here at the Parete Roberto. Pretty cliche shot, almost everybody shoots it, but I don't care. It's a beautiful one. Some panorama possibilities. We also have the luxury that the flowers are in full bloom. I'm hoping to find some taginastes or taginastes. I'm not sure how you call them in Spanish, but those are those really pointy plants, you know, they are almost as high as we are, very thick things, very impressive. And Martijn has now come down there, also looking for some more compositions. I'm seeing the telescopes there, the Isaac Newton telescope, and we're going up to the Isaac Newton telescope, maybe to shoot the zodiacal light as to begin with. But for now I think we have about 15 possible compositions and we only have a couple of hours of shooting time tonight. If we are lucky, if the clouds there don't come up, but I don't think so. So yeah, let's hike a bit further and see what we see.
That's quite intensive.
After some additional hours of exploring, we went back to the car to get our game plan together for the night. So we just scouted the area here, which is called
Mirador de los Ardennes.
That is it. Okay, so we just scouted this area for about 2 to 3 hours, I think.
Yeah?
The Mirador de los Ardennes region. Beautiful hiking here. It's not super easy. It requires some stamina, I think.
Yeah.
And also we will not be the only ones. How many people did we see?
Yeah, I think we encounter at least 8 people.
Yeah.
But I see more cars right now because we were just sitting in the car. So
Yeah, so we were just talking what we're going to do tonight because we want to track every shot if it's possible, but sometimes you have a very narrow path, and yeah, that means if someone wants to pass or also wants the same shot, well, we'll have to see how it goes. But we have, I think, 3 main compositions.
Yeah.
Which ones do you like most, you think?
I think the panorama.
Yeah, we have a brilliant panorama with a large rock formation in the middle under the highest point of the Milky Way, and we have the Parete Roberto. That's the arch which you saw before while scouting, the selfie, and also another selfie which we very much liked. And yeah, while walking there, we will see some other stuff, I think. And well, I still
go with the flow.
Go with the flow. That's it.
That's a challenge for me, but let's see how that comes.
He is super nervous. I'm just totally relaxed now. I'm also a bit nervous, but also quite relaxed. I think we will get some really cool shots. At least it's crystal clear. We have 100% blue skies. Sun's going down there. Beautiful area. What can go wrong?
Nothing.
Let's do this. Good evening. The sun has gone down and we have just arrived at our first spot of the evening. The rock formation there behind me, to my left, your right, will be our foreground subject for the panorama we are attempting. The Milky Way will be in a good position at around 1 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier, but we decided to start here with our foregrounds and work things out, because this might be our most complex shot of the evening. Martijn is already polar aligning there behind you. Stars are popping out. Maybe I'll check if I can do a little bonus shot of the zodiacal light. But and so it begins. Really looking forward to this, man. While it was slowly getting dark, we were getting under the spell of the night skies of La Palma. To get an idea of what you see with the naked eye, the video footage is quite close to how I remember it. Waiting for Martijn to finish his panorama, I played around with some simple non-tracked shots. This one is a stack of 16 x 10 seconds f1.8 ISO 6400 at 20mm. I was blown away already, since I didn't even set up my tracker yet. I also tried to do a simple panorama of the Milky Way rising over the caldera. The sky consists of 7 vertical rows at the same settings as my previous shot, while I exposed another row for the foreground at 25 seconds to get some more detail. After Martijn finished, it was time for the main act, a tracked panorama with the rock formation and path as a main subject in the foreground. The sky panels are 60 seconds, ISO 3200 f2.8 at 20mm. To get a little more sharpness in the foreground, I slightly increased my f-stop to 3.5 and compensated the light with an ISO of 6400. The result is beyond my wildest imagination. Martijn chose a slightly different composition. This is his result. So while Martijn is setting up his tracker for his, I think, second or third shot of the evening.
No, it's supposed to be my third, but it will be my second.
Supposed to be his third, but it will be his second. And it's a little bit of an adventurous story because Martijn's tracker broke down in La Palma. We looked it up on Google. We didn't know why. The Star Adventure Pro just kept blinking, which means a motor error. So we checked it again, and nothing seems to be obviously wrong. But fortunately, he has brought his mini tracker as a backup. So we are back on track. Didn't do a lot of filming, and that's because we were focusing on the photography part. The panorama was the most complex one for this evening, I think. So I did that. Martijn also just finished the panorama. I also shot some zodiacal light. I'll pop it up here just as a sort of getting into the evening thing. I also did some single shots, some track shots, just some random stuff which looks pretty awesome here in La Palma, because let me tell you, these are definitely the darkest skies we have ever seen. And you can see the Milky Way behind me. Roque is so high I have to stretch my neck, which is really weird. Yeah, anyways, we are now at our second place for the night. There is a rock where I think we can stand on. We have to be really careful because it's a bit precarious, but that will be a pretty cool selfie. So let's see how that goes, and try to relax a little bit more because all technical issues are fixed. And let's just enjoy the rest of the evening, which we definitely will. How are your shots looking tonight, Martijn?
Yeah, amazing. It's so epic. If you take a look at the result, it's just like I already edited it. There's so much detail.
It is such a good summary. It looks like the shots are already edited and very good. You also seeing air glow?
Yeah.
Green and red?
I see some green, but my camera is not that good in green. But there's plenty of red.
Awesome. So while talking about star trackers, Martijn's tracker broke. He is using his backup tracker. Maybe you spotted also I am not shooting with my Star Adventure at the moment. I am shooting though with the very lightweight and compact Move Shoot Move Nomad tracker, which you can see here. I will do a proper review on it soon, probably not from La Palma. I'll have to test it a little bit more, but my first impressions tonight, I'm shooting with it for the first time, are really good, especially that it's so super lightweight, which is really excellent. And it tracks pretty good also, so good stuff. It was getting very late, we were getting tired, it was time to do some selfies. So another hour has passed, we're getting some energy back. We only slept for 1 hour, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago, or 1 hour in 40 hours, I don't even know anymore. But hey, anyway, we are enjoying the night sky very much. We just made some pretty precarious selfies, I think, but they come out pretty cool. Our technique for the selfies, by the way, is just to shoot a foreground shot without yourself in the shot at a very long exposure and a lower ISO. And we hope by hiring our ISO and placing ourselves in the foreground with a short exposure time, so we can sit still, stand still, that we can blend it back later in Photoshop. We'll see how that works, but that was our logic.
And a challenge, because sitting still on the edge is not that, well, it's not my hobby.
No, also not mine, standing there on the rock, but hey, it looked cool. Yeah, we have one more composition in mind. We could probably shoot another 4 or 5 if you want to, but we also want to take it slow enough, so we are very, call it mindful or something about the situation we are in, because this is unique. I mean, we have been looking forward to this for so long, and I can remember myself seeing an Alan Wallace vlog years ago. He was here with Adrian, I think, and then the seed was planted. I really wanted to go there sometime, and then suddenly, you know, you're walking through that iconic places, looking to that bortle 2 sky. Brilliant stuff. The technique of doing a high ISO short exposure of yourself and blend it in post worked brilliant. Just make sure you match the lightness with your base shot and do lots of noise reduction before blending yourself in, because otherwise you will look very grainy. Okay, we have lost our basic functionality. We can't operate cameras anymore, etc. We're seeing things which aren't there. We are very tired, but I think also pretty satisfied.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we have seen the most beautiful skies we ever seen. I think behind me you can still see the Milky Way there, super high in the sky.
It's so bright.
It's bizarre, man. But so tired. I think I've never been so tired in my life yet. And we have to still drive down for about half an hour and make about 70 hairpins. So yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And then hopefully 2 nights more. Hey, if our shots of this evening turn out to be any good, and I think they will, here are the shots. And I thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.